What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? All my beautiful people, all my beautiful, beautiful kings and queens. We live, baby. We live. King Conversations, Conversations and Reviews. We live, we live, we live. We're doing it today. We're doing it today, each and every day, all day. And when it comes down to it, we continue to grow. We continue to grow. In order to grow, in order to do what you do, you have to be willing to place yourself in position. Ask yourself this question. What are you doing to put yourself in position to grow? Are you willing to do what it takes in order to place yourself in position for growth? As I wait for people to chime in. Are you willing to place yourself in position for growth? I know that when it comes down to growing, we all go through some things. We all will experience some things. But after it's all said and done, as more people chime in, we're going to get started. As more people begin to grow, more people begin to put themselves in position to prosper. At the end of the day, after it's all said and done, you ask yourself, what are you doing? What is it that you're not doing? What is it that you can do in order to be the best version of yourself? So, with that being said, we're going to continue to kick this off. Grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Let's get this work.
Hearing yourselves, do you like women? What exactly is the tactic here? To beat down the self-esteem of all women collectively so that we have no choice but to lower our standards and accept your low effort / mediocre love attempts? I never said that men don't approach me when I go out. I was pointing out a pattern of behavior I was seeing at a party that I was at that I feel like is more representative of the average NYC man. Stingy men are a huge ick, so we are immediately not compatible. Reading through the comments in that last video, you guys sound pathetic. Why would any woman date you? Being told off rip that you have zero desire to put in the effort to make any romantic connection work. You don't want to show interest by buying a drink. What is wrong with you? Who raised you? Why do you think that's a good thing to admit on the internet? Why go to parties then? What was the point of getting dressed? That particular party was not free, so why would you pay for a ticket? As a man hearing these questions, if your mind immediately jumps to, I'm accusing you of being gay, then you just don't have the critical thinking skills required to meaningfully engage in this discussion. Because it goes beyond buying drinks. It really just communicates that in a relationship, you are not willing to do the things that you know will make your partner happy or feel desired. And fear of rejection, be for real. You know who has a real reason to fear rejection? Women. We can...
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop. First and foremost, grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. And let's get this work. A large number of men are rejected day in and day out. The club scene is not what it used to be anymore, okay? Large number of women rather go to the club with their girls to have men, to sucker men into buying them drinks. They're taking selfies. They're on the dance floor dancing with each other. The whole nature of the club scene and what it was designed for has shifted. And a large number of club owners actually lost business because the club scene has shifted. It's a place for singles to gather together and mingle. You like what you like, you good. But at the end of the day, even when it comes to dating, the respect for one another lost its way. Okay? The intentions from both sides lost its way. But when it comes to getting rejected, yeah, more men get rejected than women. It's too easy for a woman to get laid. Let's be real with it. It's not, being a part of that. But at the same time, when it comes to dating and it comes to the club scene, et cetera, where's the respect? Where's the good intentions? Because I can sit back, crack open a cold one, and have a conversation with my elders. And they can tell me what they used to do back in the day and how dating and gathering was live. It was simple, it was fun. But like I've shared with so many of y'all, the art of dating has lost its way. Even when it comes to marriage, lost its way. I was rapping the tapes with my OG today, fellow officer, and the conversation that we was having was golden because he was dropping some nuggets on me. So what did I do? I listened. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Brother Boone, by the way. I listened. I got that knowledge, the nuggets that he was dropping. And that's what we have to do. Sit back and listen to those came before us, drop that knowledge. Imagine if a large number of women would sit back and they listen to their elders as their elders drop those nuggets. The dating process would be simple, better, and easier. Let's continue the feast.
Literally die over a man's ego. Get some confidence and figure it out, because insecure men are literally a danger hazard for women. I've had a man literally chase me down the street and try to throw water bottles at my head simply because I didn't respond to a compliment that he gave me because I was walking down the street with headphones in. That is something to be scared of. Are you hearing?
It's so funny because women make everything about life about them. Right? It's all about you. Oh, you don't want to you're giving low effort. You're giving low effort. You want to buy me a drink. You buy me stuff to make me feel happy. Girl, you don't want to get on your knees and suck me to make me happy. It's not all about you, and this is an attractive girl. Shout out to her. She's from NYC. I'm from Jersey. I know how these NYC girls get down.
But see, I'm from LA, so I know how it go. I'm from Long Beach, Compton area. I'm already on point in how this thing roll. But at the end of the day, the reason for this night's discussion is to continue to open up those eyes and ears. Continue to have adult conversations. See, if you're not grown enough to handle these types of conversations, log off. But If you want to sit back and have an understanding and overstanding and begin to listen and take notes and open up your eyes, your ears, and your mind, yeah, this is that. Grab your bourbon, sit back, relax, and let yourself go.
They want to tell you what they think you need to do and demand this and demand that. Okay? And this is why we're walking away, because who wants to put up with this? Okay? And I feel bad for her because she's a victim. She believes all the nonsense she was told. This is feminism at work, guys. This is feminism at work. And men, we're pushing back because we don't actually care what you think. Okay? You girls have all these opinions. Oh, a man's supposed to do this, a man's supposed to do that. We don't care anymore, okay? If you think we're supposed to do all that stuff, well, then you go find you a sim that's going to do that. And when you're unhappy, come back to the real men, because the real men have checked out. And we don't want to do that anymore, right? But she's not the only one. Of course, there's more girls that complain men are not approaching them. Men are not approaching them. Big shock. When you communicate like that, are you really surprised?
I seen a girl.
Not only that, but men are reading the room. Men are reading the room. Men are stepping back saying, wait a minute, how does this benefit me? You see, when we continue to have men conversations as men, uplift each other, share with one another, whether it's your stories or your testimonies and what you've learned from it, learning life lessons, either from a past failed marriage or a past failed relationship. Either or, you learned the lesson. You learned the lesson and you're sharing it, and you make better decisions. And what we're seeing is a large number of men making better decisions. We see a large number of men making better choices. We see a large number of men protecting their peace. You see me? We see a large number of men. Man, I see more men. Men I grow. More men grow. When I grow, men I act right. And when the men say, men that's grow and they act right, you prosper. Because now you're learning about self. You're tapping into your inner self. You see me? When you tap into your inner self, man, now you know self-worth. As a man, you learn self-worth. And when you learn your self-worth, you embrace it and walk in it. Walk in your truth, you know. Let's continue the feast.
Girl on here talk about how men don't approach her, and I want to me too that, because they don't approach me either. And I don't really know why. Where I'm from,
I know why. And it's obvious. Let's continue.
men will just like stare you down. Like they won't say nothing to you. They'll just look at you. Or they'll say stuff like as you're walking by, but they won't politely approach you. I was once told that I was like unapproachable. I didn't really listen to him because it's like he told me that when I was in college. And it's like, yeah, I'm walking around campus with books going to class. Not that happy to be here. But damn, I might be hard to approach.
Let's do it like this. Sometimes it can be your attitude. We see a large number, not every, a large number of women walk around with a stank attitude. And your whole spirit, your whole aura can be off. That alone right there, a man is not going to want to approach you. I know I wouldn't. I would want to approach a woman that is welcoming and inviting, that is approachable from the outside in. That means, why would I want to approach a woman in a respectful manner that is dressed like a 304, a 99-cent mop bucket? Why would I want to approach that woman? I have to look at, when it comes to the type of woman, I have to go over and beyond. What do you mean by over and beyond, big truck? Is this the type of woman I want to take home to meet my family? Is this the type of woman I want to take around my colleagues, co-workers, and so forth? Is this the type of woman that I want to be seen with out in public? These are those type of factors you look at. And men are starting to look at it that way. As to before, men didn't look at it that way before. Man, never trust a big butt and a smile. A night of passion will cost you a lifetime of pain. There's a thin line between love and hate.
But then again, I don't really know, because when people do approach me like rare, I be friendly, I be nice, I be, hey, how you doing? Like, I don't be rude or nothing. So
why is your facial macros telling a whole different story?
Oh no.
Now, I do want to comment on what she said, but all I see is this bouncing around in my face. I mean, it's really, really distracting, okay? And you know what? Even if you got the yitties, we're still not approaching, okay? It's still not enough. I don't care what you say, okay? But again, like I said, she's not the only woman. There's all these women that men don't approach, and they're giving us their reasons why they think we're not, okay? Guys, we know exactly why we're not approaching. Yeah, we know exactly why we're not approaching.
Of course, we know why. We know why. Again, it goes back to your attitude, your character, the way you carry yourself, what comes out of your mouth. Sometimes your mouth can discredit you. Your clothing attire can discredit you. There's a whole bunch of things that can discredit you. And there's simple things. Let's continue.
But let's hear from the women. What do the women think while we're not approaching?
Nobody's approaching you. Nobody's talking to you. Nobody's asking you a date. Nobody even looks at you, and they're not going to, because you have standards and you're not going to fold easily. I'm starting to realize that maybe, just maybe, all the girls that are talked to, asked out, they just have different standards than you. They're just willing to fold a lot quicker than you. They're just willing to go with whatever that man says more than you. And when you have standards, and when you have God in your life, or when you know your worth, let me tell you, most men who don't even recognize that, who are not going to abide by that, who don't respect that, will not speak to you. It is loud. You can see it on your skin. You can see it on your body language. You can see it in how you speak. And that's why they will not approach you, because they're like, I gotta come correct if I'm gonna talk to her. So if you feel bad, the fact that you feel like people don't ask you out, people don't flirt with you, people don't give you attention, especially men, remember this: the ones that they're giving attention to is the ones that they know they can take, the ones that they know that they can take advantage.
Wrong. It's the ones that are approachable. It's the ones that are fun. It's the ones that have a good attitude. Those are the ones that are getting the men. Those are the ones that are attracting those fun type of men because they're fun. Those are the ones that are attracting good men because they're good. A woman that leans in with good intentions is going to attract a man that leans in with good intentions. Let me keep it a penny with you as I clear my throat. A woman that goes after what she wants is never alone. So what we're seeing is a large number of women going after men. They're going after what they want. They know what type of men they're going after, and they're going after it. They are making themselves available. They are communicating with men. They are listening to men. They are asking men questions. They are feminine, fit, and friendly. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, because what you're talking about, you're not making no sense. You really don't. And for you to go up here and make a video, either you're an idiot or a fool. Maybe you're both. I don't know.
Advantage of the ones that they know that are easy, the ones that they know that don't know their worth or are not in a healing journey. Those are the ones that are just not where you are. You've worked way too hard to be easy. You've worked way too hard for just anybody and everybody to be coming at you. You've worked way too hard for you to rely on a man talking to you for you to know your worth.
And you running your mouth like that, I can see why no man is choosing you. I can see why you use your fingers, your dildo, or your rose. I can see why you're not attracting the right guy, but you're attracting the wrong guy. It's your attitude. What did he do to you? Did he hurt you? Was your father not around? What happened? Why did it happen?
Hey, listen up, Shape Squad. If you're enjoying the content and want to support the channel, right now you can buy me a coffee. That's here. Absolutely. This is straight up copium. Another guy by Will, the name of Will, says, that's not even our thought process. It's not. I don't know why girls think that we're going to go for the easiest girls. If that was the case, we'd all go after fat girls. what are you thinking about? We'll all go after ugly girls and fat girls. And we're not doing that. Not like fat girls and ugly girls are getting approached more than anybody else. We're not going after the easy girls. The idea is this. You demonize women who are succeeding and get approached because you're embarrassed that you're not getting approached. That's the reality. Okay.
But I will say this. A large number of fat girls do get chose. I see a large number of fat girls, they go after what they want. And I give them credit for that. Okay? I give them credit. They go after what they want. They're not sitting around waiting for men to chase them, waiting for men to approach them. Because I'm going to tell you something. When your hormones kick in and you in that need, you definitely going to go after what you want. Because you need that.
Okay, that's the reality. Oh, I'm not getting the result. Well, it's because I'm too hard. I'm too difficult. That's because I got this and I got that, and they're intimidated. We're not intimidated by you, Goofy. By the way, girl, you're decent looking. You're average at best. You're average at best, and damn, you got a mean forehead on you. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you really think you got the leverage to act like, oh well, we're gonna stand tall. We're gonna stand tall. Right now, dating has become a game of chicken, right? Who's going to fold first? And I'm telling you for a fact, because men, we have a lot more time. Women, you're going to fold. I'm 37 years old, okay? And I could wait this out another 7 years. I could say, you know what? I'm not going to have kids till I'm 44 or maybe 42. I can wait it out. So let's see who's going to fold first. But the reality of it is we already know who's going to fold first, okay? Because we have women like this that are going through hell. Because they're like, oh my God, I'm lonely. What's going on?
We see more women folding more than ever, especially on social media. All you have to do is tune in, sit back, crack open the red stripe and watch the show. You will see modern women crashing the fuck out. Bit by bit. They just crashing out. And the rants that they go on is so ridiculous. Like, really? For real? But this is the picture that you painted. This is the scene that you wanted. Now you got what you want, but you don't like the result of what you want, of what you chose. Relationships are not difficult to have. A large number of individuals make them difficult. Why, I do not know. But for real, let's continue.
Nobody wants me. And all the women who are holding out, they're going to be just like this woman.
I can't sleep. I can't eat. I can't drink anything without feeling pain. True pain. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't drink anything without feeling pain, true pain.
The fuck you crying for? Stop crying. You don't see men crying when they get rejected. What do men do when they get rejected? They pick up their shoulder pads and a helmet, on to the next show. They keep it moving. But it just goes to show how emotional a large number of y'all women be acting, especially when y'all get rejected, because y'all ego is much greater than a man. So y'all don't like it when a man rejects you. You don't like it when a man tells you no. You don't like it when a man doesn't show up on your radar. You don't like it when a man don't come checking for you. You don't like it when a man doesn't come seeing about you. Hell, you get an attitude only because a man wants to skip and dip and slip. But you giving it to him. You spread it and bust it wide open for him. But get mad because he won't do what you want him to do. It don't go that way. In a relationship, it takes two. If that man is doing his part, you do your part. If you're not willing to do your part, that's fine. That man's going to go find him someone else that will do their part. Because in a relationship, it's 50-50. It's teamwork. It's both coming together. Whether we going to build a legacy, whether we going to build a future together, or it's transactional. And for the most part, men aren't really about the transactional anymore. Let's be frank, clear on that. Large number of men, they want the relationship. They want a woman that they can make happy and treat right. But here's the thing. What about when it comes to the man? What are you willing to do for him? Are you willing to do the little things to put a smile on his face? Are you willing to do the little things to show that you care? Are you appreciative? Can you say thank you? Can you be presentable when you two are both out in public? Do you know how to speak to him? Are you speaking life into him? These are the things that a man needs from his woman. Are you feminine? Are you fit? Are you friendly? If the man took you around his family, do you know how to conduct yourself in a professional manner? If the man, heaven forbid, lost his job and he's out for a few weeks, can you handle that? Here's the bigger picture. Here's the bigger question. Because in any relationship, in any marriage, you're going to have storms. Are you willing and prepared to stand by your man in the midst of a storm? That's the real question. Don't worry. I'll sip on my bourbon and wait. That answer is totally up to you.
I feel bad, but I don't. It feels so good to know that all this stuff that those women were talking in the earlier videos, this is where they're heading to. But they're unaware of this. This lady writes, I'm 37 and honestly, it's so hard being alone every night. I wonder why men don't even notice me or take the first step. Don't I deserve at least a little attention? Am I not attractive?
What the hell are you doing?
Well, let me answer this for you.
Stop damn crying.
You actually are very attractive, actually. So wipe the tears off of your eye, girl. You're attractive. But here's a problem. Because feminism has taught you guys to be difficult, hard, independent, give men a bunch of trouble, not work with us, work against us, try to compete with us, you're alone.
Fuck all of that. Whose fault is that? Take responsibility. Listening to the wrong people. That's why you have to be careful about who do you listen to. Stop listening to broke, bitter women give you advice on a man, and they're not a man. You want to learn about men? Sit down and have a conversation with one. I love women. I love to date women. So what am I going to do? If I want to know more things about women, I'm going to talk to a woman. Ding. Okay, what type of woman I'm going to talk to? I'd rather talk to a woman that's in a marriage. Why? Because I get to hear what a woman has to say and what the man has to say. So I get to hear it from both. I get nuggets from both. And then I apply that information. I apply that conversation. I apply that knowledge. I'm not going to sit up there and listen to a broken, bitter, busted mother sucker give me damn advice. Broken people like to keep other people broken. Messed up people want to keep other people messed up. Hurt people want to hurt other people. The hell is you listening to the wrong person give you advice and then get mad when the shit blows up in your face? Well, look who you listening to. If you're going to take advice from someone, take advice from someone that you know that is in a healthy relationship or marriage that can give you good advice, not bad advice. That's when using wisdom and discernment has to come into place. You got to know who to listen to and who not to listen to. Because you playing at your own risk when you do that. I bet your ass ain't going to listen to bitter, broken people anymore.
The attractive ones. It's not the ugly ones. Everyone says, "Oh, we're only going to go for the easy ones. The easy ones, you guys." So as if it's a flex to be difficult. Ladies, it's not a flex to be difficult. Okay. Men talked about this forever. Being easy like a Sunday morning. Remember that song, "Easy Like a Sun"? Oh, easy. I was growing up listening to that song. Easy like a Sunday morning. They're talking about you, but you guys are difficult.
Lionel Richie.
Difficult. And we don't want that. No, we don't. So I feel for women like this, but it serves you right. You're going to learn. And all the women earlier, like I said in the video, they're going to learn. They're going to find out the hard way, okay? Now, here is a sensible woman that gets this. She gets it. And she's been calling it just like we've been calling it. She's like, we know why men aren't approaching you, right?
This is my homegirl, Dana Dane. We follow each other on TikTok and Instagram. And we've actually had a couple of conversations online together. She drops some real good knowledge, some pure gold, and just listen to what she has to say because she coined the phrase on a lot of things. I've been waiting to have this type of discussion because now we're giving it from both ends. Okay? We heard we heard the modern feminist mop bucket 99-cent pirate speak. Now we're going to hear what good women with good sense and good character has to say. Let's continue.
Right, so I want her to let her get her rocks off because apparently a lot of you women haven't heard what's going on. So I want this lady to say it louder for the women in the back that think that they could act all wild and uncooperative and get results. You can't.
Oh, I'm back. I just been on vacation and on PTO, but I'm about to call y'all out. On something. Y'all remember when I made that man versus bear? And the girls were so upset when I said that y'all could be trapped in the woods with the bear and you got a better chance of the bear trying to holler at you. And that when you go out, men don't be trying to talk to you. You remember how all of y'all was stitching me and telling me about how y'all get dudes and how dare I question that dudes be coming up to you and trying to holler at you and shooting they shot at you. Yet there's a video going around right now that's going viral about a pretty girl who talking about how she don't get hollered at when she go out. How dudes don't try to talk to her. And then you got multiple pretty girls stitching the video and talking about how dudes don't approach them either when they go out. But I was lying though, right? When y'all was making all them videos, I hope y'all still got it on y'all page where y'all was making all of these responses to me and telling you about how all these dudes be beating your door down and harass you every time you go out. Yet y'all online now complaining because dudes don't in actuality be bothering you when you go out. Yet you do sometimes be wanting dudes to say something to you when you be out, but they don't.
No, they asses be faking. They ass be sitting up there faking, lying to their damn self. Anybody that will lie to themselves will lie to you. And look, here's the thing, player. At the end of the day, it's simple. Be presentable. Be available. Show a little human kindness. If a man says hello to you, say hello back. If a man speaks to you, speak back. It's okay to give a man a compliment. It's okay to spark a little conversation with a man. It's the little things. Keep that in mind. Say less. But when you open up that door, beloved, you open up that door for conversation. That's it, that's all. A large number of you women are shooting yourself in the foot before it even gets started. You are discrediting yourself before it even gets started and take place. A man can be attracted to you, but as soon as you open up your mouth, now he's not even attracted anymore. Whatever interest that he had in you, that's gone. That's out the door. The moment you opened your mouth, all that being masculine, that shit is played. You need to change that. Be feminine. Here's the thing, ladies. Bit of advice. Be presentable. Be friendly. Say hello. Anyone chiming in, please put a number 1 in the chat. Like the video. I'm approaching 50,000 subscribers. I appreciate all the love. Like the video. Hit the like button. Put the number 1 in the chat so I know you there. But again, it's about being presentable, ladies. Say hello. Smile. Open up that door of conversation. And that's it. Let's continue.
Right? That's the reason why I say the stuff I do about y'all. That's the reason why I go on PTO and I take breaks from this app. Because y'all just be saying anything, right? You just be wanting to be mad. Because the stuff don't be a lie. The stuff be the truth that you don't want to face. When I said that the dudes don't be bothering you when you go out, I wasn't implying that y'all wasn't attractive girls. I wasn't implying it was because you was not cute. I was telling the truth. Most of y'all are not getting harassed when you go outside. You're not even getting asked for your number. And it don't got nothing to do with your looks or anything else. The dudes just ain't doing it no more. And can you really blame them? All y'all do is get online and bash men 24/7 and talk about how horrible they are and then turn around and wonder why don't nobody want to say nothing to you when you be out.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dana Dane. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Men are on the internet. Men listen. Men use their ear gate. They pay attention. Men are taking notes. What is a security guard's job? What is in their post orders to do? As a security officer, what is their post? What's the main post order job that they are supposed to do? What are they known for? Please hit the likes. Please, if you tuned in, please hit the like button. I appreciate the love. A security officer's job is to observe and report. That's what men are doing. Observing and reporting. Observing the behavior of modern women and reporting it to other men. Hey, brother, you need to peep this out. Hey, brother, you need to listen to this. Hey, brother, let me put you up on game. Hey, brother, beware of this. Hey, brother, move this way. Hey, brother, don't say this. Hey, brother, say that. Hey, brother, don't taste this. Hey, brother, taste that. Don't sit over there, sit over here. Don't go there, go here. That's what men are doing, observing and reporting. And a large number of women don't like it. Why? Because it discredits them. They're at a disadvantage. Like I tell a large number of men, when you know who you are and whose you are in the season of your life, and you embrace peace, you embrace health, you embrace self, your options has options on top of options.
Be for real. Oh, I'm bad.
Oh, man. Let her cook. Let her cook. Okay, she's absolutely right. I said it earlier, even before she spoke, all right? It's not because you guys are unattractive. A lot of you guys, a lot of you girls are actually very attractive, okay? I find you a lot attractive. That one girl was average, but a lot of girls are attractive, okay? And they don't understand that for a woman, time is of the essence. You don't have forever to be dating. You don't. You don't have forever to be dating. When you start to get into your 30s and you start approaching your late 30s and you're almost about to be in your 40s, dating doesn't get easier for women. It gets harder. It gets harder. And men, we're sitting back just minding our business. We're going to sit this one out. We're going to sit this one out. I'm actually going to let all these girls fall flat on their face. And I'm just going to chuckle. I'm going to sit.
They're already falling flat on their face. I'll go a step further. A lot of older men, like men in their 40s and their 50s, they're in the gym. They're looking good. That are masculine, they are getting approached more by younger women. Peep game. I got a partner that's 50. He don't look it because he keeps himself up. He got a woman in her 30s. No, I take that back. Her late 20s. She's like 28, 29 years old. 30, one right around in there. But they're happy. You see, she loves him, he loves her. And they're having their first child together. And this man is 51 years old. But you see how opposites attract? But you see how younger women have always been attracted to older men. This ain't nothing new. So again, ladies, you got to catch up. You got to get your mind right, because men are getting it together. Men are looking at things differently than they have before. And there's some good women out there too. Like I always say, good women have always been walking around the universe, just like good men have always been walking around the universe. It's just that most do not want to have these types of conversations because it makes them look at themselves. And most individuals do not fucking want to look at themselves. And it's irritating. It really is. All you have to do is change your behavior, change your patterns. This is why you keep attracting the same type of people. Look how you're moving. Change that. If you make those type of changes, you're going to get better results. If you keep doing the same damn thing, you're going to keep getting the same damn results.
Sit back and I'm going to chuckle, okay? But shout out to this girl. She knows exactly what she's talking about. I appreciate her. And it sounds like her name is Dana D, 1987. So she's like 1 year older than me. So shit, she's going to be 38 this year. And hopefully she's married because she knows what she's talking about. Anyway, here's another girl that's kind of sensible about this. She understands what's going on. So I want to play this video as well. Let these girls talk about, stuff that a lot of girls ain't paying attention to.
Y'all is really in y'all soft boy era. Like, really in y'all soft boy era. I'm like, bitches was outside. I mean, when they say them little skirts had the ass out, bitches' whole asses was out. I mean, mid-cheek up, like top of ass hidden, bottom ass out. Like, crazy. Even with the score, I'm like, I have never seen a score with ass out. But it's like, maybe they doing it for the roast, maybe they doing it for themselves. But I'm like, the fact that you got your whole ass exposed, bitch, and it's chilly as fuck. I know you feel that draft. The fact that you got your whole ass exposed and ain't damn niggas coming up to talk to you is crazy. Y'all in y'all sophomore era, cause back in the day, niggas would have been on that. Phone flooded, bitch. I'm like, they in they sophomore.
What the hell you got in that bag? What's going on in that kitchen? It just got everybody distracted right now. What's going on in that kitchen? You're making some good points. You about to cook? Let's continue.
Like, niggas just posted up like the bitches, waiting for somebody to approach them. They like, I got my hair cut too. My hair done too. Soft boy era. Like, I'm like, that's crazy. You out here with your whole ass out freezing. And niggas is just minding their business. Crazy. Y'all is really...
You know, it's funny because anytime I make these videos and I go through all the collection of clips of girls talking their talk about what they think about these subjects, it's always good to find some base women that get it. Yeah, she gets it. All these women are half naked and they're still not getting attention. And we see this in the gym too. I see this in the gym too. Girls are trying so hard for attention and they're not getting nada.
I see it in the gym. I can concur with that. When I go to the gym, here's my thing. Let's talk about the gym for a minute. I use my peripheral. I see everybody. I always keep my eye on the swivel. I've noticed women coming into the gym wearing their tights, working on the leg machine, especially the squat machine or the thigh machine. We get it. Or the bench press. And they stick their chests out a little bit more than usual. And then they look around. They do a set. Then they go grab their phone. I see all of that shit. I don't pay attention to it. When I go to the gym, I'm going in to get that work. I'm going there to push that iron. I'm going in there to get her done. Then I leave. I'm old school. I'll have on my hoodie. I'll even put the hood over my head. Got my headphones. I'm there to take care of business when I'm in the gym. I'm not out there to scope out ladies. I'm not out there to get my Mac on at the gym. I can care less. Okay? And then some folk get mad. Some women get mad because you don't approach them. Then when you look at them, or when the wrong person looks at them, the wrong guy looks at them, oh, he's a creep. Something wrong with him. But it's okay for the guy that you like to look at you. You want him to notice you. Fuck out of here with that. Because if that's the case, I'm like this. I'd rather have a home gym. To be perfectly honest with you. Number one, I'll save money on the membership. And number two, I can work out whenever I want. Let's continue. But that's just me when it comes to the gym. Overall, she's right. That's how it used to be. When you see a large number of women saw guys that they like and they approach them.
Do we see you? Yeah, we see you. But we know that the juice ain't worth the squeeze to approach you and you gonna act like you don't want no attention even though your whole ass is out. Right? You gonna act like we doing too much, but realistically, you doing too much. You know, this is the world we live in right now. You know, and it's so funny because I know you guys seen all the videos of girls posting up. They'll have their phone in the middle of the gym on a tripod, recording everybody and themselves. And when people look over to see, yo, am I getting recorded? She's having a hissy fit. Oh, you're perfect. You're looking. And this kind of stuff, it might seem trivial, but it happens so many times, and men sit back and witness it, and we download the data and we say to ourselves, oh, we're not going to do that no more. We're not going to do that no more. And women are going to suffer. They're going to suffer from it. And I'm not talking just about black women. I'm talking about every woman. Even white women are suffering from it. Yeah, the white women are suffering from this too. Okay? So let's let the white girls tell me their experience, what they're suffering with.
But that's why I'm like, okay, and that's why I wanted to talk about this with you, because I'm like, if I feel this way, there's so many other people in the world that are feeling this way. And if anything, more and more as like social media becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and dating apps, the more people feel uncomfortable to talk to you in real life. And I'm like someone that's very, very much like passionate about like, I have Raya, but like I've never went on a date from a dating app. Not that I like judge it or anything. I just have this weird internal knowing that like I'm gonna meet someone in real life, like organically through friends. That's how I've always met everyone. But then now it's like the more people are going on social media, the more uncomfortable even some men are to like walk up to you. It's like I've seen guys stare at me like the whole night, and I'm like, you are still never gonna fucking say anything?
Isn't that crazy?
It's so annoying. Stare.
But see, even when it comes to saying something to an approaching, like for example, I'm the type of person, if I see something I like, I go after it. But I also like that same vibe in a woman. When she sees something like, she goes after it. Look at Simone Biles. She told you fresh off the boat, when she sees something she likes, she goes after it. And that's why she married, because she went after him. Okay? It doesn't matter who sparks conversations first. It doesn't matter who says anything first. Long as you're having a damn conversation. Okay? If I see a woman that I like, first thing I say is hello. How are you doing today? And I wait for a response. And she'll tell me how her day's going, and then she will ask me, how's your day going? I'm having the best day of my life. Wow. That right there is a door opener, and she wants to know, why is this black, handsome man having the best day of his life? I want to know about it. Tell me. And then I share. You see? Hey, would you like to go out for a cup of coffee or something? We can get to know each other better. Now, if you're taken, I understand. No disrespect. You're a beautiful woman. I just like to get to know you. And oftentimes she would say, I'm single, I'm available. Cool, let's exchange phone numbers. Let me know what day works for you, and we'll go from there. And you know I'll drop that Barry White on her. I'll drop that Barry White voice on her. Cool. You see how easy that was? Didn't take much. I was respectful. I gave a compliment. And life goes on to the next show. Imagine if a large number of women did that exact same thing.
Like as if you're supposed to make the first move.
Yeah, I'm like,
that is so normalized. I totally agree with you, because right now everyone is so behind the keyboards on the dating apps, like on the paywall platforms. Like there's so many ways that we're just disconnecting from other people and losing, honestly, that sense of like that social aspect, that social lubricant, whatever it is that makes you be able to go around a room and talk to strangers and all this, that confidence, essentially.
Now, I do agree on that, because even before the scandemic, before then, it was more easy for people to approach people in real time, okay? But since the dating apps became more popular and, and so forth, folk were staying at home and et cetera, it took a different change. It took a different shift. You can be whoever you want to be on a dating app until you meet that individual in person. So, a lot more people, they're on them dating apps now, and a large number of individuals, they're like workaholics. I don't understand how the fuck you gonna be a workaholic, but you are on a damn dating app. I don't understand that. Or say you don't have time to meet somebody. but you got a whole dating profile up. Like, okay, really? If you know you a workaholic and you're working a lot, don't date. Don't. But again, I know you got needs. Let's be clear. Once again, having harsh conversations. A person that will lie to themselves will lie to you.
And that's why I'm like, okay.
It's so funny. I don't know if women have made up their mind, but some women, they say they want people to approach them in person, but when people approach them in person, they give them a hard time. They say they don't want to be on dating apps, but they always run back to dating apps. I don't believe women want to be approached in person. I honestly believe women prefer dating apps because they get to do their little research, they get to look through your pictures, get all this information up front. Then from there, they can determine if they want to swipe on you or not. Okay, I think I think dating apps actually have a lot of value. I think the value in dating apps is that, you get to know a little bit more about somebody before you can decide if you want to engage with them. Okay, when you meet somebody in person, it's just straight lust. Oh, you look good. You don't know if they're in a relationship. You don't know if they're looking for a relationship. You don't know if they have kids. You don't know if they want kids. You don't know anything about them. Okay, and yeah, is it the way that works, has been working this entire time up to now? Yeah. But technology improves how we do everything. And so personally for me, the one thing I like about dating apps is that, girls that show up there are looking to date. So it's warm leads, right? It's not cold leads. When you cold approach a girl, it's a cold lead. You don't know what the hell is going to happen. I've approached girls and their boyfriend's right there, and I had no idea. That's the risk. The risk is a lot, especially if you approach a girl at the gym. I've approached many girls at the gym. I'm like, why is this girl standoffish? I can't figure it out. And then I'll walk away, and then later on I see a guy come up, and he was watching it. It's only getting harder for them, right? Or do they really have choices? Because from what I'm hearing, dating apps have a lot of fugly guys, right? Shout out to all you guys who are not really blessed in the looks department. But apparently a girl's complained to me that a lot of guys are not good looking. And this is probably why I did really well on dating apps. And like I always say, I've got over 400 matches on Hinge. Well over 400. Anyway, back to the subject, right? Men are not approaching. So let's listen to more girls complain why we not approaching.
I can't stand a man that acts like he doesn't understand what's expected of him off rip. And he'll expect so many different things from you. That's the funny part of
The fuck you doing eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich or look like a big ass Fruit Newton? Seriously? Really? Food? Eating? Video? Live? Okay.
about this. Oh my God. Dating in this climate is just so freaking funny because men will expect a laundry list of things from you. You know, they expect you to come dressed to the nines.
You better put that damn sandwich down. Don't you dare eat that. Stop playing with your damn food.
Listen to whatever they want to rant about or talk about and talk about themselves the whole time. Yet, when you ask for something as simple as like opening up a door, or you shouldn't even have to ask for that, flowers, or for them to buy you something.
What I'm asking something simple. Put that damn sandwich down. Talk. The fuck you doing with that damn sandwich? Why you gotta tear off the edge? Like we didn't just see what you just did with that damn sandwich. Tearing off the edge of that sandwich. That peanut butter, that jelly sandwich. Really? Okay.
What you like, it's crickets. It's crickets. It's like you're speaking a foreign language to them. And I'm done. I'm about to start exclusively dating women. I can't stand.
Please do. Please start dating women. Girl, I don't know if you noticed, but you are a 4. I can't even.
She looked like a man. A man with a damn jelly sandwich in her hand. When I hear women talk like this, first thing that comes to my mind is either you're a fool or an idiot, or maybe you're a combination of both. You're not having no luck in the dating department. Why? Ask yourself why. Why are men not approaching you? What is it? What type of vibe are you sending off? Because here's the thing, and I'm going to keep it a penny with you. Listening to you, I can already tell why men aren't approaching you. your attitude, your demeanor, and that damn sandwich in your freaking left hand. Let's continue.
I'm going to give you a 5. You are a 4. And you're a young girl, so you probably don't know better. I understand. But, you know, the idea you had about dating women, go try that. Because there's a lot of single women out here that probably agree with you, okay?
Let me know how that
But here's
worked
some
for
things
you.
I've realized she said that she might not be aware of what she's saying. She talks about men has a laundry list. Do men have a laundry list? No. And what's her list? She said, oh, we expect you to be pretty and show up and listen. That's a laundry list?
That's what you're supposed to be, dumbass. Fit, feminine, and friendly. It don't take much to please a man. It don't take much to put a smile on a man's face. But see, now you have a large number of men that are setting their limitations. And men having standards. And they're voicing it. A large number of women can't take that. It's okay for a large number of women to have standards, but let a man have standards and watch how that go for you. Hell no, it's going to be the same. I'm going to have standards. I'm going to set my limitations. I'm going to tell you what I need from you in a relationship. And I'm going to be honest, open, and clear about it. And if you can't handle that, that's fine. I guarantee you, I will meet a woman that will. Run, tell that.
You being pretty and dressed to the nines according to you and listening to what we have to say or what we want to talk about, that's a laundry list? No. Baby girl, you just set a laundry list for what you wanted. You want a man to show up, buy you something that you like to make you happy, right? Give, open doors for you, be chivalrous, and on top of that, yeah, he got to look good, he got to be impressive, and he got to have game. So the true person that has a laundry list are not men. Women have the laundry list, okay? Men, all we want is fit, feminine, and friendly. That sums up most men will be happy with a woman that's fit, feminine, and friendly. You actually don't need to do much, okay? But this girl doesn't understand that because she said earlier, oh, men don't understand what they're expected to do. What
a large number of women
see, this is my issue. Everyone has all these expectations for what men are supposed to do. Men are supposed to do this. They're supposed to approach us. So we're supposed to approach girls, try to persuade them to allow us to provide and protect them, buy them what they want, right? Listen to the crap they got to talk about. Deal with their hormones. Continue to do this for months at a time in hopes that she might like us, and give us a little punani. Now, please tell me how that's worth it. I'm telling you, I'm Christian and I don't believe in, you know what I'm saying, whacking off, spilling your seed, but it actually is the safest, most practical thing to do nowadays, right? Don't be mad at me, all my Christians. I'm not, I know it's not right. It's not right. But maybe it's better than fornication. Maybe that's better than fornication.
No, because if they can mess around and use their fingers, their rose, and their dildo, okay. It's a two-edged sword on that.
All right? All these dudes are horny. They want to hump on something. Maybe it's better they watch videos and put lotion in their hands. Maybe that's a better scenario, okay? Because they won't catch a disease. They won't get...
I understand what you're saying, but here's the thing. I'm not doing that. With men, all you have to do is use wisdom. That's it. When it comes to choosing a woman that you want to be with, use wisdom. That's it, that's all. Read the room. Listen. You listen long enough, an individual's going to tell you who they are and how they roll.
Nobody pregnant, and they won't get a Me Too case. Okay, so it's actually the safest way to get a release nowadays.
In the box for me,
and a lot of these women honestly are not worth it.
Like the video. I
was the kind of person where if I didn't get laid for an extended period of time, like my confidence would go down, like literally. But now that's not the case anymore. After dealing with so many women and doing all the hassles of trying to appease them and seduce them and buy stuff and all the trouble you got to go through just to see somebody's butthole that you've seen a dozen other buttholes before. Like, buttholes just look like buttholes. To see a girl naked, I mean, as cool as it might seem to a young guy, after a while after you've seen a bunch of naked bodies, it's like it loses all of its appeal. It doesn't have the same flair, right? The excitement's gone. So it just, it's hard for me to justify us men approaching women and going after women. There's not what's really in it for us, right? But here's another girl that has an explanation of why men don't approach us. And she's trying to give girls advice on what to do if men are not approaching you.
If you've ever experienced being told that you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you're perfect, people come up to you, they give you compliments, and you just can't understand why men are not returning that same energy. I'm going to give you 2 reasons why. So the first reason can be you expect things to happen passively, meaning you don't want to put forth any effort or any...
You want shit to happen when you want it to. You want things to go your way. Okay? When you say men jump, you want them to say how high. And when men don't do that, it's a slap in your face. You get butt hurt. You see how that go? Guess what? Things ain't gonna never go your way. You're not always gonna get what you want. You will be submissive. You will learn you will learn that and the art of it. There's nothing wrong with the woman submitting to her man, because in return, he's gonna submit to her. It's not a bad thing. We trust each other. We a team. We a partnership. Get you some damn act right.
Work to attract the attention of a man. You just want them to approach you. So if this is the case, what you would do is you try to make sure the person is looking at you. So if you're bold, you can look directly at them and catch them, or you can look up, look to the side, and look at them. If they mirror where you're looking, they're most likely looking in your direction. You want to make eye contact at least twice, and eventually the man will approach you. And the second reason, which I love, you are too intimidating to approach, which is a good thing because you always want a confident man to approach you. Quality over quantity. If you've ever experienced...
Women nowadays really don't get men. They just don't.
Here's the thing. I want to take what she said with a grain of salt. And let's flip it. Imagine if women did those exact same things. Okay? When you when you know what to do and say, and you you flip it and you return that, imagine how much better that would be. It don't take much to listen to a man. It don't take much to ask simple questions. It don't take much to observe how a man moves. A large number of women have been programmed in listening to the wrong women give them advice. And what has happened? Love life is shot. It really is. Again, not to say that there's no good women. No, good women still exist. Good men still exist. But when you have the wrong person feeding you information and they feed it to you and you let that sink into your subconscious and in your spirit, you're going to act that out. Excuse me. You're going to act that out. And the more you act that out, many are going to see that. Look at your character. Integrity is everything.
I'm a very confident man, and I'm not approaching nobody. And my confidence comes from competence. I have been with, when I literally say dozens of beautiful women of all races. Literally. I've seen a lot of ass in my life. I've been so fortunate to clap a lot of cheeks in my life. I have. For many lifetimes. Right? For many people. Right? I literally, if people got a chance to be my scrotum for a day or two in my past, they would have been really happy. Okay? But I look back at all this and I think to myself, what did I really gain? What did I really get from hooking up from all these girls? Nothing. Ego, yeah. But I told you before, when I used to go through droughts and not hooking up with girls, you know, my ego started to get hit. So you're not really getting an ego boost long term. It's a small ego boost, right?
Even with a large number of women that move in that way. Small ego boost. We're going to go ahead and go to my girl, Remedy Princess. And we're going to listen to what she has to say. Peep game.
Where all these feminist ideology is heading them towards, and what the future looks like for Black single females.
Where are you on the 50-50 relationship?
I feel like women have it harder. Hormonally, I mean, in the world, in all the ways.
Okay.
And so a man will never feel internally what I feel, you know? They're just living their life like it's golden. Love that for you.
Yeah.
So to me, I feel like it could never really be equal because we both ain't going through the same challenges. Take the job out of it, you know? Yeah, so for me, I don't know. I think there would have to be some compensation on both things. I also feel like who's taking care of the house? If everybody's going to work, like what are the chores? I feel like it may not be completely equal when it comes to the finances. But wherever that yin and yang needs to come in, like I don't want to feel like I have to work and clean and cook and be hot and want to be sexy. Like, come on now. Like, what's going on? That's just not fair.
Right.
Maybe in a numbers way we're splitting things, but I'm going through a lot on the side. So
here's the thing. Men are going through a lot on the side. And this is why the conversation needs to be had in the beginning. Okay? It needs to be had before y'all sleep together. Before y'all make the commitment to become as one. Before you get married or talk about getting married. It's a well-needed, deep conversation that needs to be had. And to make sure that you have an understanding, overstanding of each other's roles and responsibility and the part to play in this union. Large number of individuals missing that. And this is why, you know, the divorce rate, you know, large number of women lead the divorce rate. Getting, you know, and why a large number of men have, you know, picked up their shoulder pads and their helmet and walked away. You see? We're, you know, even in my marriage, I wish that I've had those hard conversations. Because knowing what I know now, then I wouldn't have married that person right then and there. You see, some people are not marriage material. And let's be real about it. Some people are not. Some people are not, you know, baby mama, baby daddy material. Let's be real. When are we going to sit down and have that real harsh, good old fashioned, old school conversation? When nobody gets in their damn feelings and get all butthurt because of the truth. When are we going to have that? When are we going to stop bullshitting through life and start taking life seriously and get a hold of yourself? When you gonna stop with the fuckery and look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you doing with your life? Where are you at? And be honest about yourself. A large number of individuals are not honest about their damn self. But they want to blame shift their problems on other people. They want to take it out on other people. They want to shame other people. When you gonna look at your damn self and start taking some damn responsibility?
So I feel like there needs to be some compensation in that way.
You okay with the man being the head of the house?
Yeah, I do feel like that is my tea, because I do come from like a very Southern and very traditional, and that's what I saw. And I think for me, I don't wanna have to do that. There's too many, on this side in my own career, there's too many questions, too many decisions, too much brain power going to that I don't wanna also have to do that for a family.
Right.
No thanks, no thanks.
Southern hospitality. That's where the term comes from. I know some people that are from the South. It's a tradition. The women let their man lead and they have their man's back. Hell, that man go to work, that woman go to work. His finances is his finances, her finances is her finances, but when it comes to the house, they finances come together. That's the house finances. I love it when a plan come together. When you are teamed up with the right person you're supposed to be teamed up with, and y'all can have that type of understanding, overstanding, everybody wins. It was so good, I'm going to say it again. His finances is his finances. Her finances is her finances. But when it comes to the house finances, I'm going to let that sink in. That's the way it's supposed to be. If y'all join in right now, join in the broadcast, I appreciate the love. Please comment, put a number 1 in the chat, and like the video. Let's continue.
That's on you, sir.
Right.
That's on you.
If a man asks you about your body count, if you're speaking online, block him immediately. If you're on the date with him in person, excuse yourself to the bathroom and just get out of there as quickly as possible, because why is this man interested in who you have not been intimate with? Like, does he want to be intimate with these men? Like, how is that any of his business? When a man asks if you're high maintenance or not, he's basically trying to assess how much effort he's gonna have to put into you and if it's gonna be worth it. And if you're the kind of woman that he can breadcrumb and literally do the bare minimum, put you on the roster, contact you a couple times a week, and then just take it from there. If he asks about your previous relationship, it could be a genuine kind of like, what have you learned and how have you grown from it? But then it could also be him trying to figure out how much baggage you have and if you're still interested in your ex. If he asks about your friendship circle and specifically if you have guy friends and how many guy friends do you have, this could be him genuinely wanting to just suss the situation. But if he starts speaking too much, he could be trying to think how he could gain control in your social circle and who could be talking in your ear if he misbehaves and does things badly. Are your guy friends going to tell you he's a loser, get rid of him?
See? What have I said previous? Be careful of the motherfuckers you listen to. Be careful of who you listening to or try to give you advice. Everything that came out of her mouth was all wrong. Let me guess, sweetheart. Everything you just stated, man did that to you. He did do that to you, didn't he? Sure he did. Single people want to keep other people single. That is not the type of advice you want to give to a woman. You could have kept that damn conversation to your damn self.
Taking a look at Coco Jones, who's also engaging in these type of conversation, it does make you think. Someone who is aesthetically pleasing, talented, and doing well compared to average black females and males too. How is it that she's also in the same predicament as other black females who have taken this feminist ideology as well? And average black females, if they think that Coco Jones is finding a hard time to find a man, then what does it say about you?
Y'all believe that we're really in the middle of a singles epidemic? You know, it's a whole bunch of single people that are struggling to find their mates, their
This another homegirl of mine. We follow each other on TikTok, and she drops a lot of gems. She be on point, and I believe she from Texas too. She out of Texas, out the DF Dub area. Let's continue.
husbands and their wives, because the dating pool is full of narcissists, manipulators, gold diggers. You know, do you think people are really single because they can't find good matches? Or do you think that people are single because they live in Delulu land and they are...
No, they live in delusional land. They are living in fucked up land. And their minds are so fucked up thinking they can have it all when they can't have it all. And this is what social media has done to a large number of women. And we seeing their asses crash out. We seeing them pass out. We seeing them scream and shout. And as men, we be like, what's that all about?
They are expecting perfection when they themselves are not perfect. Do you think that people are single because they are looking for someone to complete this laundry list of things that they gotta have? Whole time you are bringing very little to the table and you don't even deserve half of what you're asking for based on what you are providing. Do y'all think that people are single because they are too busy worried about having a social media approved relationship? If they can't post it on the gram, if they can't show the expensive trips, the wonderful gifts, they don't want it. Do y'all think that people are single because it's really that many horrible people out here? Or do y'all think that people are single because they're really not looking for marriage?
No, it's sad. They sad. And we see this shit play out every day, all day. Twice on Saturday, 3 times on Friday. We see it play out. You want a lifestyle that you've never had, that you see someone else have. But yeah, you on EBT, you on food stamps, you struggling. But yet on social media, you paint a different picture. Taking pictures in front of cars that ain't yours. Taking a picture in front of somebody else's house. And then you post that same damn picture saying, I just bought my new home. You ain't buy shit. But this is the fuckery. This is the fakeness. This is what we see. And we see a large number of women doing this. Men, stop taking women out on dates that don't deserve it. Here's the thing, it's simple. If a woman likes you, it don't matter where you go because she just enjoys being in your presence. But if a woman has a problem with you keeping the date simple, like going to a coffee shop, going to a movie, going on a picnic, going for a walk or something simple, and she got a problem with that, that tells you right there, you already got your answer. She's for the streets. She don't like you. Because if a woman likes you and she's genuine with it, it wouldn't matter where you went. It wouldn't. Because she just enjoys being in your presence. There are those type of women that are out there that are like that. But you have a large number of 99-cent mop bucket pirates that mess it up for the good. Let's continue.
They're not looking for a partner. They're looking for sponsors and they're looking for people that they can show off. What do y'all think?
Singleness epidemic is becoming a widespread topic that's now being had amongst black females since they always centered it around men, and now they're beginning to realize that it's also an issue that they are encountering firsthand experience.
I can understand, like right now, I think I'm not the only person, a lot of us have dating burnout. We are sick and tired of constant, getting to know someone, it's going really well, boom, ghosting.
I'm still single. I feel like this is an epidemic in the world. You have so many awesome women that are just out here looking for a good partner,
Are you sure about that? Or do you have a large number of women that are out there faking and scamming on men? And men are tired of the bullshit. And men not putting up with it anymore. Let's be clear. Okay.
partner. I cannot stand dating websites. Me and my cousin, who is about 9.5 years younger than me, downloaded Hinge on a pop the balloon night just for fun. And when I say matched with a few people, but literally deleted it within 48 hours because I just couldn't deal. Like, I need to connect with someone in person. I need to see what your vibe is. I can't just connect with you based off of surface level things or, you know, little tidbits and facts that you're probably lying about. Yeah, I just feel like society has just taken a turn. Social media, although it's a blessing in a lot of ways, I feel like it's a curse because everybody is so accessible and nobody's willing to commit to one person or work on anything or kind of like fight through anything because, oh, well, I'll just move on to the next one. You know, here's a woman who doesn't have her standards as high or, you know, will turn a blind eye to certain things. And it's just not fair. It's not fair. So I know if I'm willing to be committed, loyal, dedicated, and really pour into a person, there has to be at least one other person out there that has the same morals and values. But I just don't get it.
I understand where she's coming from too. And she has some good points in her statements. I believe that even in the dating culture, how the dating culture has shifted, and the difference between on the dating app and in real life. I like meeting a person in real life. I like meeting a person in real time, okay? Rather if I'm at Walmart, if I'm at Dutch Bros or Starbucks, if I'm at work, if I'm just out and about, handling my handle, and just striking up a friendly conversation. You know, because you meet that person in real time, and you can kind of piggyback and go off of there. Hey, would you like to go out to dinner? You know, would you like to go to a coffee shop? Would you like to do something simple? Because you already interacting with that person. Versus on a dating app, you have to talk to that person. And then you have to do a meet and greet. And then you have to hope that they're not one of them, those modern feminist individuals, that she's actually cool, that you two can go to a coffee shop and meet, have a picnic, or go for a walk at the park and just to get to know each other. Or go out on an ice cream date and talk about aliens and spaceships.
Honestly, I think the first problem that a lot of these black females are having, other than feminism, is their whole concept of them being awesome, them being pretty, them being good enough and too good enough to be single and not desired by other men. Because in their mind, they have put themselves at the top. And in their mind, They are at the top of the food chain. So every man should desire them and want them and be quick to want to go down on one knee and make them a wife. But reality isn't actually producing that or manifesting the king that they deem that they deserve and should have. What reality is showing them is that men do not desire you anymore, men are not willing to simp over you anymore, and men are not willing to bend backwards to give you what you think you deserve. So what does that really tell you about you? What does that really tell you about what you deserve? And what is reality actually trying to tell you about the things that you need to change and about the things that you can't change? And what you are living with and what you have to accept that you're going to live with. Now that's the conversation that's got their feathers in a bunch.
Not only that, but what also has their feather is in the bunch is men aren't paying attention to them anymore. Yes, women are getting jobs, but also too, women are losing jobs. Yes, women are making money, but they also in debt too. Men are making smart decisions when it comes to their finances. Men are reading the room. Men are paying attention. They're watching social media. Don't think that they're not, because they are. And what I'm saying is a large number of women are discrediting themselves. Let's get back to love. Let's get back to the way we treat each other. There's too much division, especially in the Black community. There's too much division. Back in the days, it didn't used to be like that. Back in the days, relationships were fun to have. Excuse me. Back in the days, when two people met each other, they had good conversations. It was good vibrations. Back in the days, you kept it simple. It didn't take much. Where did the dating shift? Why is this great division amongst Black men and women, a large number of Black men and women? And again, the other side, they want this. They eating this shit like M&Ms. Yeah, let's keep the Black men and Black women divided. You're falling right into the hands of the other side because this is what they want. This is what they want. This is not healthy. It's all the way wrong. Again, like who you like, love who you love, date who you date. But if you a Black man, don't disrespect your own race. If you a Black woman, don't disrespect your own race. There's nothing wrong with having a preference. Say that. But don't sit up there and dog your own race. But we see in a large number of Black women act out what they see on social media, thinking it's the way to go. They've never had that lifestyle that those individuals on social media have. They're not bringing that much weight, but yet they expect a man to help them, save them, deliver them. No, it don't happen that way. It don't work that way. It will not work that way. It is your responsibility to fix you. It is your responsibility to see about you. It is your responsibility to get you in order, get you together. Stop depending on a man to take care of you and you take care of you. Stop looking for a man to provide for you and you provide for you. Those know how I feel about that word provider, and I'll say it a damn again. If I'm married, this is my wife and my household, I provide for that. It is not my place to provide for a person in a relationship that is not my wife. And men are seeing that. Men are getting that. Men are processing that. It's not my job to save you. It's not my job to heal you. It's not my job to finance your lifestyle. It's your job to provide for your lifestyle and take care of what you need to take care of for yourself. And stop getting mad and calling men out and bashing men because they standing on business and they standing on what they believe in. Because you will lose. You will lose every time you do that. Yeah, men ain't built like they used to. Men are built better. Men are wiser. Men see the trees from the forest. The light bulb came on with men. A man that will love you and treat you right, you throw him away. You know what? In some juncture, in some junction, in some parts, in some places and spaces, you want a man to lie to you, then be honest with you. You do not want a man to be honest and straightforward and open with you. You want a man to lie to you. You want a man to sell you a dream. You want a toxic man. I get it. Because a man that leans in with good intentions, you don't want him. A man that respects you, you don't want him. A man that goes the extra mile for you, you don't want him. But you want a man that calls you bitch. You want a man that disrespects you. You want a man that goes up in you and everybody else, then come back and goes up in you some more. You don't want a man that's loyal and faithful to you and only you because he has respect for himself. I don't know who am I preaching to tonight, but damn. Again, conversation and reviews, adult conversations, right? We got to be adult enough to have these type of conversations and get down to the root of it. What's the solution to all of this, you might ask? Changing your mindset. There are tons of beautiful black men and women walking around the universe. That's not going to change. But what has to change is one's mindset. Stop listening to the wrong people give you advice. Stop listening to bad people give you advice. You need to start listening to good people giving you advice. Well, how do I know who's good and bad? Use wisdom. Think. Use your brain. That's why Elohim gave you one. Use it. Use this. Know the difference between the two. Until then, I thank each and every individual for tuning in on tonight's broadcast, conversation and reviews here at the King's Table. We always going to do better. I believe that. Because I believe in every man and woman. Be better. Do better. Live better. All right? So subscribe, like, comment, and share to the channel. Please comment and like each and every video. I appreciate all the love. It's your boy, Big Truck. Go be the best version of yourself for many people to see. Take that with you and go be great.